Hello.
Hello. Welcome again to Can We Talk? I'm Darcy.
Can we talk? Sonia.
And it is not a nice day outside today. No, I think our days of that are getting pretty numbered. I know it's sad. It's sad.
Yes.
So on days like this, sometimes this is a good time to reflect on self-care. Things you do to take care of yourself and why that's important. What do you do? I know you did something not too long ago.
I did?
You did, because you called me and you were on your way in to get a massage.
Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, see, I need another one already. Yeah, it is. It's really important to every once in a while recognize that your body is just going, help me. So yeah, I get a massage every once in a while.
Is there anything else you do for self-care?
Sometimes I like to just get outside.
Okay.
Yeah, how about you?
Usually you have your nails done.
I've stopped doing that.
Without
I'm doing self-care and letting them be natural.
letting them heal. Okay. But yeah, that's important stuff. I also like a massage. That's a nice one to pamper. Every once in a while I'll go get a pedicure. I do like having, which I'm in dire need of, I just think that feels really good and it's nice and relaxing. Sometimes it's just shutting off the lights and turning on some candles and taking a nice hot bubble bath and just having some alone time with no technology, not a lot of stimulation. I've tried alternative kind of things. I've done salt soaks and sensory deprivation chambers, so that's been interesting. And I'm going to try a salt cave experience here in the next couple weeks.
Salt cave.
Himalayan salt cave up in the cities. So yeah, I'm into, trying a whole bunch of different things. I'm not a big fan of yoga as far as self-care.
Oh, I love yoga. I wish I had time for yoga. But why is it so important for self-care?
I realized probably later in life than I should have that I'm a better wife and mom and worker when I take a little time for myself. Because if I'm not taking care of myself, I am not doing a good job of taking care of other people.
Yep.
I mean, that's the important thing for me. And it helps with the stress and all that kind of stuff.
I remember growing up, my mom used to say, I have no more to give. My cup is empty. And I really didn't understand what she meant until I got to be more her age. And yeah, I mean, it is. If you feel like you are just running on empty, running on fumes, and you're just not able to give of yourself the way you want to, we all think of self-care as this luxury. Like, we feel guilty getting our nails done, or our hair colored, or a massage, or a mani-pedi. Pedicure is really important for the health of your feet, too.
Yeah. A lot of reflexology and points in there that are important to take care of.
Scrape off those calluses.
Oh yeah. So there's lots of different ways. So for some people it's some physical fitness. They have to run or they have to go for their walks or whatever to get their their mental health and their self-care. That's how they take care of themselves. Some is with how they eat and really prioritizing that as part of their self-care. But I always think of it as not necessarily the daily routines that you have, but it's that special moment that you take time for that's not part of your regular routine. Yep, filling your cup up, because those daily ones, whether it's fitness and food, kind of keep your cup steady, but every once in a while it'll get depleted, and that's when you need that extra boost of self-care. We don't really talk much about self-care with kids. It's usually around moms and women.
Yeah. So
what do you think are some things that we could be teaching children about self-care and why it's important?
First off, I really think it's important to model it. Like, explain to your child, I just really need to just feel better right now, and so I'm going to do this for me. And would you like to join me? I love when I get to bring Jenna with and do mani-pedis together.
Yep.
She gets that time. I get time with her, and she's stuck in a chair for at least an hour. So it's real good. I get to have combo time with her while that massaging chair takes care of me. But what about like breaks from technology?
Yeah, I think that's an important self-care for all of us, but that's certainly one you can do with a younger child is shutting off the TV or the iPad or the phone and talking to them about how to kind of turn off for a little bit, whether it's reading a book with them, just cuddling up in a quiet space outside and enjoying nature, going for a walk. And part of that too is just not having to have the conversation. Our world, they're very inundated with things, and getting them comfortable with silence and just being in the presence of other people. We're lucky enough that there's places that offer yoga for children to teach them as a way to kind of self-care and decompress. But I think there's a lot of ways that you can implement that with children to start teaching about it. So when they get to be adults, they understand that it's not about being selfish. It's not about putting you above your family. It's because I need to be the best for my family, and if I don't do this, then I'm not. So they're not, 40 years old and stressed out and overweight and burned out because they haven't been filling their cup. Their cup's been running empty for a long time.
Right. I mean, think about some of the things that we can model that are not good. Mommy needs a glass of wine that turns into a bottle. Mommy needs a chill pill. Okay? I mean, I'm not saying those are bad things, but let's also show them some healthy things that we do so that they can model some of that, or they can copy you or be a part of it.
Yep. So taking trips, again, showing them that it's okay to be alone. I think that's another self-care tip that is really helpful, whether it's go out to eat by yourself. I've gone to the movie. I was going to do that this weekend, go to the movie by myself. And my husband was like, by yourself? I'm like, yes, I'm a confident enough person in my own space that I will go to a movie by myself, or I will go to a restaurant by myself if I wanted to. I've seen more and more.
I could not do that in my 20s. I could totally do it now.
I actually did do it in my 20s once. There's some of us that were supposed to go to a movie, and the other ones all backed out, and I wanted to see it, and I went anyway, and people could not believe. They're like, you went to a movie by yourself? I'm like, yes, and it was actually very peaceful. I sat by myself, nobody was talking to me, and I could just enjoy
the whole
I got to enjoy the whole thing without any other extra stuff. So it was kind of nice to be able to do that. And I will say, going to a restaurant by yourself does feel a little awkward, unless you're at the bar. Then I feel like that's a little more.
But then I need a book or something. I don't know, that's me.
I like to watch the people, listen to other people's conversations and see what's going on.
People watching.
Yes, I like the people watching. So there's
or
lots
a play.
Of,
I went to a Broadway play in New York by myself.
Yep. And it's just a nice self-care. I've seen more about women should take a trip by themselves at least once. Whether it's a weekend thing, that I have not done yet. It's always been work-related if I'm by myself. So lots of different ways. And again, it's role modeling. It's showing children and your children and your family that you're wanting to be the best that you can be for them. Makes you be better at work. Finding different and creative ways. It's things that you enjoy that help you decompress, whether it's meditation or yoga or boxing or reading a book in front of the fireplace all by yourself.
Ooh. Hey, why don't we close shop and go get mani-pedis?
Oh, yeah. Here we go. We are off for the day to go get mani-pedis. No.
No.
Maybe some other time. I'll let you know how that salt cave experience goes because I'm excited to try that. So go and do some self-care today. Model it for your children. Get them involved so that we can be the best that we can be.
Comment below some great ideas you have for some self-care.
Absolutely.
Can't wait to read them.
Yep. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace out.